Good morning. Today is the end of Moroni. 28 through something. 28 through 38. And in these verses, Moroni is speaking to us. He has seen our day, he sees what's coming, and he's talking to us. He's saying, beware of pride. The Lord's sword of vengeance is hanging over you. Watch out. So, again, not much in the supplemental, but I do want to... Oh, that doesn't look good. I do want to share a quote that they gave by Bruce R. McConkie. But I want to read the little header first. So it says, Moroni sees the inhabitants of the world in the day of the coming forth of the Book of Mormon, including each of us and our family members. He has seen all the readership of the Holy Record over which he has charge. Let us hope that we are among those few only who do not lift themselves up in the pride of their hearts, or immerse themselves in iniquity and pollution. Let us take all needful precautions to avoid being numbered among the wayward and degenerate observed in Vision by Moroni. Let us beware lest we become like the world he describes. And then it gives a quote by Bruce R. McConkie, and he says, and just, so it's two quotes put together, and one was given in 1966, and the other one is given in 1982. So keep that in mind. This is the great day of Satan's power. It is the day of false Christs, false prophets, false miracles, false religions, false doctrines, false philosophies. It is a day when fables take precedent over facts, when all but the very elect are deceived. Of this day our Lord said, there shall also arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if possible they shall deceive the very elect, who are the elect according to the covenant. Moroni, writing with fervor and in power, described conditions that would exist when the Book of Mormon should come forth. Truly, these last days are days of wickedness and abomination, and they have become so through and because of apostasy of the truth. They have become such because the allegiance of men is pledged to Lucifer. Men choose to believe false doctrines, whether these doctrines bear the name of science or religion, and as a consequence, their way of life is evil. This is how and why they worship as Satan dictates. This is what is meant by loving Satan more than God. And he knows how to stick it to you. He knows how to do that. And I find it so interesting that, he's saying that fables take precedent over facts. Hello. And also that that they believe in false doctrines, whether they bear the name of science or religion. And, 66, how many years ago was that? Do the math in my head. 86 was 30 years ago, so that's 50 years ago? No. 60? Yeah? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Don't put me on the spot. Anyways, so he's saying that the world is like that long ago, and yet it's even worse today. Anyways, I really liked what he said. Where he says, this is how and why they worship as Satan dictates. Led around with a flaxen cord. Anyways. And then he gives a memory, but I don't want to share that. But the sword of vengeance hangeth over you. Okay, so it's verse 41. So it's not Mormon 8, 27 through 38. Anyways, okay. Moroni knows firsthand the fate of the chronically impenitent who ignore the warnings of a just God. He can readily foresee the same fate befalling modern society, and he can speak with authority when he says, referring to our time, that the time of the Lord's vengeance soon cometh. Moroni sees our day, characterized by pride, our hearts set on the vain things of the world, the love of money, abounding in all manner of iniquity, the superficial adornment of churches rather than caring for the poor, the praise of the world, and secret combinations. This is why the Lord would say to the boy prophet Joseph Smith that the churches were an abomination in his sight. Let us be sure that we seek the Lord and his commandments. Let us avoid being found with pride in our hearts. When reading this last night, and he was talking about us and our day, and there are but a few who are lifted up in the pride of their hearts. And when he said, but a few, you're just like, okay, how many is a few? Am I among them? Am I doing everything I need to do to not be numbered with the world? Right now, am I being numbered with the world, or am I being numbered with the disciples of Christ? Like Wendy said yesterday, she wants to be known as a Christian wherever she goes. She wants to have a symbol of Christianity with her. Am I being numbered with Christians, or am I being numbered with the world? And that is all I have for Mormon chapter 8, verses 28 through 41. All right. Love you all. Talk to you later.